Here is solving polynomial equations part 2. We have a quartic equation. Notice the degree is a 4. So think of this as a trinomial, and you're going to use that T-chart method. So you say, what are the factors of C? So what are the factors of 3 that add to negative 4? So factors of 3 would be like 3 times 1 or negative 3 times negative 1. When you add them, you get 4 and negative 4. This is the one we want because it adds to negative 4. So we would split up the x to the 4th into x squared and x squared. And then these two numbers, negative 3 and negative 1, are going to be your other two pieces, negative 3 and negative 1. Now we have it in factored form, so now you can set those factors equal to 0 and solve for x. So our first factor is x squared minus 1 equals 0. And then our second factor is x squared minus 3 equals 0. Now we solve those for x. So we're going to undo, so we're going to add 1 to both sides. And then we're going to square root both sides. Don't forget the plus or minus. So x equals plus or minus 1. So there's two possible solutions. Now we'll come over to the red, add 3 to both sides, then square root both sides. And there's your other two solutions. So we have 4 possible solutions. Whatever the degree is up to how many real solutions you could have. Since our degree is 4, we had 4 solutions. Going down to E. We want to factor that. So we're going to make our chart. Say, what are the factors of 21 that add to negative 10? So you can multiply 7 times 3 together and you get positive 10. Negative 7 times negative 3 together and you get negative 10. Well, there's the one we want. So we split up that x to the 4th into x squared and x squared. And then we take our negative 7 and our negative 3, and those are our other two places. Now we have it factorized. We set those factors equal to 0 and solve for x. So one of our factors is x minus 7 equaling 0, and our other factor is x minus 3 equaling 0. Now we solve for x. So in the green, I'm going to add 7 to both sides. I'm going to square root both sides. So I get plus or minus the square root of 7. In the blue, I'm going to add 3 to both sides. And then I'm going to square root both sides. So there's my solutions. Our last example is use factoring to solve this equation. It's already factored. So now we're going to set each of the factors equal to 0, and something's going to happen with one of the pieces. So here's one of the factors, x plus 5 equaling 0. Subtract 5, square root. What popped up is a negative underneath that radical. So you change that to an I out in front and then leave a 5 underneath. So these are what we call imaginary solutions. They will not be x-intercepts on your graph. Then these are your other two solutions. Add 6 to both sides, then square root both sides. And these are your real solutions. So you have 4 solutions, 2 are imaginary and 2 are real.